Hello and welcome to the Whoniverse. Sorry I've been lost in the time vortex of recent, caught in a time eddy of night shifts and more. But now I'm back with a video that aims to please as I take a look at my theories for the New Year's Day special of Doctor Who airing in 2019. I'm going to take a look at the teaser shown on Sunday and pictures originally shared in the Radio Times to try and work out what's going on, and if there are any of these rumours that are going around could be true. Of course, watch this video at your own risk, as I could potentially spoil elements of the episode if myself or these rumours are correct. Either way, at this stage, what I'm saying is just a theory and not fact. So, with all that said, let's begin. Now, let's take a close look at the teaser. Firstly, we get a shot of the TARDIS travelling through the time vortex with the CGI on point as ever with this series. It's starting like an actual episode, and with the second shot placing us mid conversation inside the TARDIS with Graham played by Bradley Walsh in the foreground, and Ryan played by Tosin Cole, and an out of focus Yaz in the background, looking on confused as the Doctor describes something's DNA as the most dangerous creature in the universe. Straight away, this ambiguous and anonymous threat, which doesn't get a name in the trailer, has a reputation that precedes itself. Now, either the Doctor knows of this thing through her experiences, or through a legend or story she's been told. Now, all we do know for certain is it's not going to be a 100% robot, as robots don't have DNA, being made of metal and machinery. Now, Graham simply replies to this statement with a confused what, and we get a shot of the Doctor played by Jodie Whittaker noticeably not donning the Paul Smith scarf shown in the promotional images for the episode, implying the scene is from near the start of the New Year special. Now, we then get the sequence with what looks like warriors, specifically from Saxon England. Now, I say this as dialogue later will mention the 9th century, where the Anglo-Saxons were knocking about between the 5th and the 11th centuries, with numerous kingdoms and whatnot. Secondly, the attire of the warriors are wearing and the shields shown in the foreground in the shot here look very similar to what historians believe the warriors of that era would have used. Then we have this promotional shot which shows the Dr. Ryan Graham and with Yaz played by Mandip Gill, who are examining what looks like forensic or archaeological discoveries, either of which features numbering or elements of research. Now, the research on the table in this instance is a pile of books, including the interesting red patterned spine of one book, which I'm 99% sure is this book here, which is titled An Archaeology of the Early Anglo-Saxon Kingdoms. Now, taking a closer look at the scene, we've got explosions and more as warriors from two different factions fight over something. Now, at early time periods, land and livestock were the main reward and reasoning behind battle. Now, this could be what the warriors are fighting over, but I think this was a battle that was interrupted near its end, perhaps, with a meteor or craft falling from the sky in a ball of flames, burying itself in the ground, creating the fireball shown here in the process. Now, after we get the audio where the Doctor talks about something being buried since the 9th century, most likely what they uncovered in the archaeological dig site shown in the photos, we get a shot of the British Army with guns firing and a soldier shouting "Run." Now, this begs many questions like what are they shooting at and what are they running from? But for me, however, there's a more pressing question. Now, assuming what they're shooting at or running from is an alien, where's UNIT, the group of soldiers and scientists whose very purpose is to defend and deal with alien threats? Now, so far, we've got two groups of soldiers from different time periods fighting against a threat that the Doctor believes is the deadliest in the universe. Now, that sounds pretty good to me. Now, after some more explosions, we get a shot of this white Ford estate skidding around on a road. This is an odd choice, and I guess is a snippet of a greater segment, maybe a chase scene, homaging to 2006's festive special, which had the TARDIS taking on a taxi in an episode called The Runaway Bride. Either that or someone in the editing room added a Top Gear clip by accident. Now, the Doctor says it's not going to stop until it has control of the entire planet. This is a fairly normal plan for many Doctor Who villains. We then get more explosions, this time inside a building or bunker, showing off this creature's power through the destruction it can cause. Is this on a military base or a research lab? It's really difficult to tell. Either way, the Doctor shelters from an explosion and then points a sonic at the ready for whatever comes through the remains of the door. Back in the TARDIS, Graham simply asks if the threat has a name, and with that, the Doctor just looks at him with a hint of fear in her eyes. What we know for certain about this story is that it will take place on Earth as the TARDIS team battle an alien evil. The story will feature the Doctor and her friends Ryan, Graham, and Yaz. It will star alongside Charlotte Ritchie, who will play a character called Lynn, Nikesh Patel, who will play a character called Mitch, and Daniel Adjikabaya will star as Aaron. But their character names are all that's been revealed for now. The episode will be written by showrunner Chris Chibnall and directed by Wayne Yip, who has directed episodes of Doctor Who in the form of Series 10's Lie of the Land and Empress of Mars, as well as a few episodes of cancelled Doctor Who spin-off Class. Now, our best theories for the episode see the team visiting the archaeological sites in these photos. The Doc will find a trace of the DNA she fears when the TARDIS analyses it. The scenes with the Anglo-Saxon warriors could be visual representation of a story one of the archaeologists tells the TARDIS team, or they could travel back to the 9th century themselves. Then the strange object will send a signal or wake up whatever was buried. This will start attacking people and alert the military. There'll most likely be some confrontation between the Doctor, maybe like a general or something like that, who thinks he knows everything, followed by the Doctor facing the danger alone in an abandoned building. Now, some rumours have emerged saying the alien threat will be none other than the Daleks. Yep, the Doctor's oldest and most deadly foe, and Doctor Who's most iconic. Now, it could be the Daleks, it could not. Either way, a rumour will be proved right or wrong, as if it is the Daleks, it might prove the long-term rumour that every year since the revival of 2005, Doctor Who has to feature a Dalek for the BBC to be allowed to use them in the show by the creator of the Daleks, Terry Nation's estate. To be correct or incorrect, this is a rumour that's never been proven either way. So if there isn't a Dalek, then that rumour is completely thrown out the window. If there is, that rumour keeps on going, and we get some Daleks, so, what's not to love? If it is the Daleks, it would be great to see Jodie's Doctor face off against a really testing villain and create some really defining scenes. But at the same time, I don't want it to be the Daleks. As much as I love them, as I feel like having an original monster at New Year's would be better for the casual audience member and to allow more creativity from the show. And also, it would be an accomplishment to have a full series run with only original antagonists. I'm really looking forward to this New Year's special and I can't wait to see what it delivers. Daleks or not, it still looks intriguing and worth a watch. With that said, I'll see you in the next video very, very soon, where I'll talk more about Series 11 and Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and comment below with all your thoughts on the New Year's Day trailer and what you want the alien evil to be. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.